welcome to Write-A-Thon Wednesdays. I am super excited to get started tonight with the first ever, well, not ever because I did a bunch in April, but for June, first ever for June, Write-A-Thon writing sprints. Yeah. Also, if you are watching this on replay, welcome. I'm excited to have you. And if you're here live, then I am excited to have you as well. Tonight is going to be a super fun night. We're going to do a few sprints. I'm thinking at least 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, depending on how we're feeling. But we will see. So first things first, let me know what it is that you are working on tonight. Whether you are working on a novel or a fan fiction or a script or I don't know, a project, homework. I don't know. It's summer, so maybe not homework, but chores. Even if you're working on chores, doing housework, so you're just using this as like a productivity sprint. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments what you're working on and what your goals are for this live, to like what your goals are to basically get done. So that said, I am working on Project Shadow. And if you're new to my channel and you are not familiar with what Project Shadow is, it is a historical espionage story set in the Marvel Universe in the 1940s. I have had it percolating in my brain for 2 years now, and I've already outlined it. And my plan for Write-A-Thon is I am going to be working on the storyboard. So that's part of tonight's goal. My storyboard is basically where I take the entire outline that I've done and I'm going scene by scene and I'm mapping out what every scene is going to be. So it is like a bulleted list of like the characters that are going to be in the scene, like they're descriptors of the characters. So like what do they look like? What are they wearing in this scene? The setting, what the setting looks like, all of the sensory details that includes. What happens in the scene, and then also it has the action and reaction. So like the external action that happens in the scene, and then the internal reaction that my character has to whatever is happening in that scene. And this is just going to help me for when I start actually drafting it. So that's what I'm working on tonight. Let's go ahead and check the chat to see if anybody has posted what they are working on. Nope, no posts yet, but that's all right. If you do join and you post what you're working on in the chat, I will check it out shortly because I am going to go ahead and get us started with the first sprint. Okay, so with this first sprint, we're going to go for 25 minutes and then we'll have a break. So while we are sprinting, if you have any comments or anything, just leave them in the chat and I will check in with you on the break. So that's going to help us stay focused and on task. And I hope that you guys enjoy this first sprint. Happy writing or whatever it is that you're doing. Let's get started. All right, guys, welcome back from that first sprint. I kind of forgot to unmute my mic there for a second. But hold on a second. Let's see if I can fix this. There we go. I don't know if that fixed that or made that worse. Sorry about the glare on my face or whatever. There we go. I think the camera fixed it. It's still sunny outside, so there's a window right in front of me, so that's where all the light's coming from. But that is beside the point right now. How did that sprint go for everyone? For me, I got 370 words, which is really good. My TrackBear says that I need to get 676 words today to stay on track to reach my 20,000 goal. To reach my 20,000 word goal by the end of June, which 20,000 words is the goal that I set for myself to get on my storyboard. And if I end up finishing the storyboard before that, then I'll just switch over to like starting on my draft. Because I don't know how many words I'm going to end up needing for this storyboard. It's very like bullet point, but there are a lot of scenes. I have, well, there actually might be more scenes than what I have in Scrivener, because I have the outline. The outline has 80 index cards. So just because there's 80 index cards in the outline, that doesn't tell me how many scenes I'm going to have, because one index card I could break up into multiple scenes. It really just depends. So that sprint, I was able to finish one scene and I started on the second one, and I got 370 words. So go ahead and put in the chat what you got done. Let's see if we have any comments. Nope. So far, no one has said in the chat what they are working on and if they got any words. But that's okay. If you're on replay, put it in the comments down below what you got on the first sprint, or keep track of it that way. I would be really interested in knowing what you get and what you're working on. So yeah, but I feel pretty proud of the 370 words that I got. The scene that I'm working on is like in the beginning. I've just been going in order. I know some people say that they kind of jump around a lot when they're like outlining or doing like drafting or anything. Like I've seen YouTube videos where people will like do their outline and then they'll like do one scene that's like in the beginning, and then they'll jump all the way to like an ending scene or like whatever they're kind of like inclined to do in that moment, which I might do that, but right now I've just kind of been going in order. Since I have the outline, I've just been kind of like following along with that, and that seems to be working okay. But we'll see. The only reason I don't feel comfortable jumping around yet is because even though I do have the outline, I don't know how many scenes I'm going to need for like each bullet point. So I'm just kind of like, if they're self-explanatory, like plot points that I need to hit, so far it's only been like one scene. But I don't know when I get to like the climax, if it's like a plot point, it might need like multiple scenes. So we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The one that I'm working on right now is a filler scene between a couple of plot points, kind of in the beginning, that build up to the inciting incident. So that's what we're working on right now. I think it's going along well. And we are about to jump back into our next writing sprint. So let's look at the timer. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. There we go. Okay, it automatically started. All right. Can I restart it? Okay, so yeah, cool. All right, I am about to start it now. But if you did not get as great as you wanted to on the last sprint, then that's okay. Just wipe it off. Start with a fresh slate. Goodness, I'm getting tongue tied over here. But we are going to jump into our next sprint. And I hope that you guys get a lot done and be productive and happy writing. All right, guys, that was our second sprint. I got, let me see, I got 306 words that time. Okay, there we go. So that actually puts me, that's hilarious. Okay, so I got 306 words that sprint. And the first one I got, sorry, brain fart. The first sprint I got 370 words. This sprint I got 306 words. And my goal for today, according to TrackBear, to keep on pace with my goal is 676 words. So, excuse me. So 676 words, and that's what I'm at right now. So that means we have met our goal for today. So technically, I could be done writing, but I'm not going to be done writing. I'm going to do one more sprint because I feel like I can do one more sprint. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys got on that sprint. I think that's pretty exciting that I'm at my word goal for today. And I'm on track with my Write-A-Thon to hit my 20,000 words by the end of the month. I really, really want to hit that by the end of the month because then I can actually start drafting, and I'm like very, very excited to start drafting. I can't wait to see this book like actually come to life. I was watching a YouTube video today, and it was Victoria's Literary Lark. I believe that's who it was. I want to say it's Victoria's Literary Lark. I remember it's Literary Lark is is part of the channel name, but I can't remember the first one. But I was watching her vlog today, and in her vlog, she had finished her first draft and she printed it out. And I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do that, like where they print out their manuscript after they finish the first draft. And I'm just like, it just makes me so curious to see what Project Shadow is going to look like when I actually do print it out. Like, how big is this thing going to be? And how many chapters is it going to have? Because I don't even know. Like, that's the other thing. I don't think I said that. I am not actually, like, the way that I outlined it, I haven't broken anything up into chapters. I've just basically gone like scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. So there are no chapters. I have no idea. Like, I have no idea what chapters I'm gonna do, because like one chapter can be 3 to 4 scenes, or like a scene or 2 scenes, or like, so I don't know why I did it that way. It just seemed like smarter in my brain to do it that way, because otherwise I think I'm looking at like, if I took the scenes that I outlined, so on my outlining thing in Scrivener, I have 80 outline cards. So if I were to assume that each one of those is one scene, which is not going to be, because some of those, the ones like specific to the climax and everything, are going to have multiple scenes. That's 80 chapters if I only do one scene per chapter. And that's like, that's insane. But if I were to take that 80 and divide it by 5, assume 5 scenes per chapter, oh, that's only 16 chapters. That's not very long. But then again, like I said, the climax is going to have multiple scenes. So I don't know how many are going to be in that. I just, for my outline, the index cards were just like, this is what happens. This is what happens next. This is what's going to happen after that. This is like, that way I could just kind of go through and write it. And then my plan is, once I have the first draft done, I think then I can go through and put in the chapters. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. if you are a writer and you are currently working on something, let me know in the comments how you break up your chapters. Like, how many scenes do you put in a chapter? Do you just like group it by like, okay, this one of it is done, that's a chapter, now we go to the next one? Like, I'm just very curious on how people do that. But yeah, and I am excited to know like how big it's going to be. Like, in my brain, it doesn't seem like real yet, I guess, because it's not on paper, but like in a way it is. Because, oh, pause that real quick. So, like, in my head, it doesn't seem like real yet because it's not like physical, it's like all digital. And I don't know how many pages it's going to be. I don't even know how many pages it's going to be. I don't even know how many scenes there's going to be. I don't even know how many chapters there are going to be. So, for all I know, this thing could be massive. But that is the exciting part, is the discovery. So, with that being said, our 5-minute break is now up, and I am going to stop rambling. But if you are on the replay crew, let me know in the comments what you got for that little sprint, and what your next goal for the next sprint is, and like your total so far if you're doing words or like a cumulative type task. What so far have you done total? So let's go ahead and jump back into our next session. This is going to be our third sprint of the evening, and this might be our last sprint of the evening as well. Just depends on how we're feeling at the end of it. So happy writing, everyone. Um, that was the last sprint of the evening. I got 121 words that sprint. I didn't get as many this time because I got distracted. I was in the middle of mapping out my scene, and then I realized that I need to do research on something for the setting. So I kind of got sidetracked into looking up specific aspects of what I need for the setting. And then I got even more distracted because I couldn't remember how Scrivener does external links. Like, I don't know if you guys use Scrivener or not, but if you do, there's an option in Scrivener that lets you link to websites, and you can also link like external documents. So like documents that are on your computer, you can link to websites. You can also link to other documents that are inside Scrivener. Those are all like the linking options. So I couldn't remember exactly how to get to the function to link an external document. And so I had to Google how to do that again, which if you do use Scrivener, it's under the bookmarks. So if you go to the inspector in the corner and hit bookmarks, and then right click it, there's an option to add like an internal link, an internal document link, an external document link, and then an external link. And so you just click the external link one. And that's nice because then like while you're writing or whatever, you can look in the side panel of all the bookmarks, like, and it's bookmarked like it would be like a web page or whatever, and you can click on it and easily go to like whatever resources you need while you're writing. So all that to say, that's what distracted me. So I only got 121 words on that sprint. Let me know in the comments and down below if you're on the replay crew what you got on that sprint. But with that 121 words done, I added it all up and I got 797 words for this session, which I think is pretty good. I think that's really good for a 3 sprint session, especially since my word goal for today, according to TrackBear, was 700 and 797 is what I got, Maggie. My goal was supposed to be 676. Also, if you hear meowing in the background, that is my cat. His name is Binks. I can tell by how high-pitched the meow is which one it is that is crying. He doesn't like that I'm in here and that I have locked him out of this room. But neither cat is allowed in this room because the last time I did allow them in this room, they chewed through one of the cords that linked up the Wi-Fi for my gaming computer, which is what I'm on right now. That was a while back when they were younger, and I just kind of was like, nope, not allowed in this room because this gaming computer is like top tier, and no, you're not destroying this. So anyway, that's why he's meowing out there. I'm going to go see to them in a second, but I got 797 words. My goal was 676 for today. So we're on track to meet our 20,000 word goal for the month. And if you are doing Write-A-Thon, you've not yet met your goal, or you're not on track to meet your goal, that is okay. We still have 27 days to make up for it. So we can do it. We're just going to keep trucking along. We're going to get there. And yeah, that's going to be it for this evening. If you are on the replay, thank you guys for coming. And if you are here live tonight, thank you guys for coming. I am super excited about Write-A-Thon, and I am so happy to share this journey with you guys. And I hope that you found this sprint helpful. So if you could just like this video, give it a big thumbs up. That's going to help me. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I do get a little bit of tongue-tied because my brain goes super fast and my mouth cannot move as fast as my brain does. So like this video, give it a thumbs up, and hit the subscribe button so that you can follow along with me on my writing journey. And also come back again next Wednesday, same time, 6:30. Next Wednesday, 6:30, we're going to have our second session of Write-A-Thon sprints. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we did tonight. So if you're lacking on words, or this next week is just not going great for you and you get behind and you want to catch up, or you just want to hang out and be productive or whatever, come along for next week. We're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be trying to get as many words as possible as we can on the page. So yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. And thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you had a great time. I really did. And I will see you guys in the next video or next week in the next stream.